Yo, yo, alien fam. It's your boy Rathos yet again. Have you ever just thought, why me? Why life? Why me? If you have, you're in the right place. Life, it's a bitch. Am I able to say that? Can I say that in the beginning of the video? Well, hopefully I can say it in the beginning of the video because if I can't, then whew, that was a quick strike. I'm just saying, life is, man. It is. Life is a B-I-T. Chi chi chi. Toll money. You can't always control your life. Life is something that is it's so incredibly beautiful, but harsh at the same time. You're not the only one this shit has ever happened to. And you won't be the last person this shit has happened to. You're not the first person somebody has let down. You're not the first person that somebody has, deceived. You're not the first person to have actually fallen for the bullshit. Oh, shit. Oh, well, damn. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Life, why? Why? You were fine this entire time. I done made 2 videos, not just one, 2. And now you wanna fall or destabilize my fucking shit. But yes, such is life. Such is life. Yeah, wake up in the morning, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. Or little sis. Never know. You can imagine what's gonna happen, but it doesn't mean that it's actually gonna be that. You could think that today is going to be a great day, but in all actuality, it might not be such a great day. Yeah, the mindset is a part of it. Yeah, sometimes mind over matter is a thing, but mind over matter can't trump everything. A certain way that you think can't always be your excuse because at any point in time throughout our life, we might end up in a situation to where we no longer want to do the same things that we do or the same way that we do it. And it's up to you to continue that path, not anybody else. Just because somebody doesn't back you on something that you're working hard for, it doesn't mean that you should stop backing yourself. It doesn't mean that you should just give up. It doesn't mean that, hey, I may have lost this fight, so I'm never going to try to fight again. It doesn't mean that. You never are supposed to give up. Because if we were meant to give up, we wouldn't be here. None of us. None of us would be here. If humans and aliens alike were meant to give up, none of us would be here. It would be too easy to just give in to the fact that, oh, I'm hungry and I can't do anything about it. Oh, I'm thirsty and I can't do anything about it. It will be it will be dead. And then there will be nobody. You know how fast a species can die if they simultaneously think not to eat and drink? You gotta sit there and think about things as they go, not how you've sat there and experienced them before. Sometimes your experience does help, but other times it hinders you. Every time that you go through a situation similar to that doesn't mean that it's going to end up just like the last time. doesn't mean that it's going to be worse. It also doesn't mean that it's going to be better. You just have to make it through. You have to own up to our mistakes, own up to our weaknesses. Once you find out what your mistakes are, you fix them. Once you realize what your weaknesses are, you strengthen them. These are the things that you have to do in order to survive a life whose only purpose is to continue until it can no longer. Water. If I had just given up on myself, there would be no reason to drink water anymore. There wouldn't be a reason to eat food anymore. What am I eating food for? I gave up. What am I drinking water for? I gave up. Why am I prolonging the inevitable? At the end of the day, yes, death does seem inevitable. But it's the things that you do along the way that affect other people that makes your life matter. Yes, they might have called you names when you were in school. Yeah, you might have been bullied. Yeah, you might have been the jock. Yeah, you might have been the most popular girl, the most popular boy, the handsomest, the prettiest, the most wanted, the one that was the hoe, the one that wasn't even trying to, talk to anybody, the loner, those nerds, the everybody. Everybody has a part, and every part is important equally. Because if it wasn't for one of those parts and pieces, mm, things wouldn't happen the way that they do. Every day is nothing but a domino effect of what happened yesterday. Every day. Every day. Every day that you wake up, this day is a domino effect from what happened yesterday. Yesterday, the day before then. Yesterday and the day before that. If we didn't experience the things that we did 2 days ago, would we be the same person today? You can't say that you would. Say it was your birthday 2 days ago. The outcome of how many people actually says something may or may not affect the way that you go about the rest of your week. Oh, I didn't get anybody to sit there and say happy birthday. Nobody cared about it. Nobody, blah, blah, blah. They must have just all forgot about me. Versus oh, yes, everybody sat there and hit me up. Everybody gave me love, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate it, da, da, da. The usual Facebook post bullshit. It all matters. Every single piece of it. If that guy wasn't in front of you at the fucking grocery store, you would have, what, possibly, possibly have ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Say you got shot and you were a bystander. Yes, thinking in your head, if I had to just stayed in the house for 5 more minutes, if I had to just talk to this person, if I had to responded to that person this way, maybe if I had to went a left instead of a right, instead of this, instead of that. It's always easy to sit there and say, What if? Because we never know what is happening outside of our life's bubble. There's, let's see, I'm in Oklahoma, okay? This is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All right, so there's 14 houses on this block. That means there's, at the very least, 14 different ways that shit can go the fuck wrong on this block. Somebody that the neighbor doesn't like could possibly, do whatever. Maybe the neighbor is a fucking creeper. Maybe the neighbor is a fucking, molestor. Maybe the neighbor's anything. And maybe there's multiple neighbors inside of every single house. You got to think about it like that. Every single time you think of more people, your chances of something happening goes up exponentially. Your experience about that situation also teaches you more exponentially. If it was only 10 houses on this block, how long would the block be? Would the houses be longer? Would the houses be wider? Would the houses actually be more compact, or will it just be 10 houses on a small ass block? And then that would change the dynamic of your everyday. Now you're closer to people. Now you have to hear their conversation through walls. Now you have to share a fucking a front yard, or you have to share a backyard with this person that's your neighbor. Things happen differently for every single different perspective. Your life is an amalgamation of situations that you had nothing to do with. You might have gotten that job because the person that the job was meant for decided that they didn't want to go in for the application. You might have lost your job because somebody invented something that made your job obsolete. There's always something, and there's always something different. Life is always different while always staying the same. I tell my friends, and I will tell anybody, there are, at the very least, 13 different personalities. 13 different personalities. And that's within the human race. At the very least. Now, that's besides the fact of, now these new age kids are melding and mixing some of these personalities. That creates more. That creates different problems. That creates different solutions to certain situations. Everybody has somebody out there that acts exactly like them. And if they don't act exactly like them, it's slightly tweaked differently. Simply because they haven't had your life's experiences and you haven't had theirs. A lot can happen in a year. I barely posted all last year, unfortunately. I mean, I did post some of the Devil May Cry. But guess what? If I had did more, would I be in a better position than what I am already? I don't know. Would I feel more accomplished about the situation? Maybe. But then, with it having more videos and everything, what else would I have played? I mean, I have a lot of games that I can sit there and play. I got a lot of games that I can maybe do things for. But at the same time, just having a lot of shit up with no value to it You know, it's just wasting space and time and effort and editing because God, the editing. Even when it's just with listen, even when it's just with time skips, you're at least going for the amount of time that you recorded that video just to make sure that you didn't fuck up the entire time that you were sitting there editing. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and do a presentation, you're gonna sit there and be on it, like on it, and it's not just gonna be a 2-3 second thing. You're gonna be on it. You want it to be like this. You want your screensaver to be like this. You want your thumbnail to look like that. You want the wording to be exactly the same way that you had it the last time that you did something. So you be on it. But my bad, guys. I'm professional. But yes, you know, life can change and not change at the same time. Things aren't always what they seem, and certain things aren't always worth being trusted. So, with that being said, you guys, that was another one of these. We're going to wrap it up in a couple. I'm probably going to do one more video. But for right now, I'll see you guys later. Alright, I'm drawing. Alright, Alien fam. Deuces. You got me safe out there. Deuces.